Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm a little slow on that. Okay. Usually I can get all that stuff done in time, but I copy and pasted the wrong thing. Copy and pasted the wrong thing. Yep. Amber's at her Friday afternoon Sam's Club run for anybody that needs anything in bulk. So, hello, Amber. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you both. Yeah. I didn't clean in today. I've got some work stuff I gotta get back to, but yeah, cleaning. Grandkids are gonna be over. I always like it to be clean when they get here, so. But it doesn't take me that long. Yeah. When you keep up on your stuff, there's a system to it. All right. Don't like it too bad. If you stay consistent, like do stuff every other week or some things every week, things like that. Sundays is laundry day. So it's always laundry day. In fact, the rule is nobody gets to do any laundry on Sundays but me. So they got all week to do theirs. I do the towels and yeah. I'm a Virgo, so I like my stuff, you know. Like if you were here earlier, I went and grabbed my grandma's letter. I knew exactly where it was at, right where it was at. Hi Heather, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. We're gonna be talking about love, the healing circuit. In AA, we call this the language of the heart. So you might hear the language of the heart, and what that means is brotherly and sisterly love, man. You know, allowing people to be who they are, even if they might be a little strange. You know, because people are strange. When you're a stranger, the next line wouldn't fit, so I'm not gonna say it. Don't. People are strange when you're a stranger. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. Don't. I'm Dion. I'm your host. Thank you, everybody, yesterday for being so welcome to Tyler. I appreciate it. Made him feel more comfortable. Do more of these. It turned out really well. People still really seem to enjoy it. Um, so, if you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. All right. That was my wife calling me back. I called her first, but she was in therapy. 155. Why is she not still in therapy? Huh. Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, yes, I know I got a missed call. Okay. Kind of threw me off, right? Is love all you need? Right. A lot of songs about love. There's even a song, you know, at one point, a little Beatles history for you. After the Beatles had broken up, um, John Lennon said to Paul McCartney, you know, I'm tired of these silly little love songs. And what was Paul's next song? Silly love songs. Right? Now, in order for this to be a healing circuit, we're going to be delving a little bit into emotional sobriety on this one. I've got an AI thing here kind of helping me out with it. Um, you know, you'll find that a lot of this stuff is very repetitive. It involves the same things like acceptance, um, relationships. Okay? My relationships are based on a give and take basis, depending on the situation. If I'm working with a new sponsee, yeah, not yet. No, I'm not really expecting anything back in that situation. If I help a friend move, yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind some reciprocation. Sure. All right. Is it to be expected? I think there's reasonable expectations in a lot of this. Yeah. Just don't tell friends you own a truck. Be careful of that. If you own a truck, be careful what friends you tell you have a truck, or you're going to be moving a lot of people. All right. Sometimes we help each other out with jobs, maybe a little bit of money. I've loaned AA members money before, but my rule when it comes to loaning money, I am not expecting it back. I don't say that to the person, but I don't really expect it back. But I also don't have a lot of money to loan. Time, I give up a lot of my time because I love helping other people. All right. But love can be a healing circuit. All right. My daughter and I, several of you kind of know that my daughter, you know the story about my daughter a little bit because some of you are in some of the meetings with me, right? I'm not a parent. I'm not the kind of parent where my child does something wrong. I'm not the kind of person to go get up their ass. I'm just not like that. We might have a talk, but what am I really trying to enforce here? All right. Because I want my children to know that I love them no matter what mistakes they make. I really do. I see a lot of parents, and they hate their children because they're drug addicts and alcoholics and stuff. People are very. Now that'd be a bad place to go. Okay, let's get to the AI reading. There's strong evidence that suggests that love and strong social connections play a significant role in promoting healing and well-being, but labeling it is definitely as the best healing circuit can be subjective. Because I asked, is love the best healing circuit? So it's saying, but labeling it definitely as the best healing circuits can be subjective. So it's by opinion. Okay. But in this case, I'm a human being and AI is not. So I think I'm going to side with us on this one. That it has been for me. It involves a lot of things, including what Michelle's saying, unconditional love. But there's different types of love. All right. Unconditional love is that I will do for you if you need help. If you need help, I will do for you without any expectation of anything in return. Right? Absolutely, I will. Dion, I'm going through this. Do you have some suggestions? You have this, you have that. Sure, I do. Sure. And I'm not going to expect anything from anybody in that. Not even love. Not even a thank you. I'm not expecting that. It's like when you go hold the door open for somebody and they don't thank you and you get mad. Oh my God, what a setup. Don't hold the door open for a thank you. Hold it open because it's the right fucking thing to do. All right? That would be conditional. And you don't even know the person. Come on, guys. I only know you're opening the door open because you're cute. Just do it for everyone. Do it for everyone. You can't expect him. But not all love is unconditional. All right? And neither should it. I don't think. I don't think all love should be conditional or unconditional. Life can be kind of hard. Right? Now, when it comes to love, I think live and let live is a good one here. Allowing people to be who they are, whether it's disrupting who I am or not, whether I'm allowing that or not, right? Right. But love saved my ass. God's love saved me because God loves me. My wife's love, the love from my children, the love from my mother, from my auntie, from my grandmother. Yeah. My sister. These are all people that helped create love to heal me. Wow. And I think that God does want us to love each other. I don't even like the saying tolerating others, because that gets a little judgmentally for me. It's kind of judgmental, right? Here's why love and connection are considered vital for healing, psychological and emotional well-being. Yeah. Did you know that a hug that lasts for more than 12 seconds actually has healing to it? The human touch, man. You ever been separated from society for an amount of time, locked in a room? See, when people are like put in, we have a supermax prison here. It's called the Florence, and nobody's ever escaped it because these people are in their rooms 23 hours a day. They don't have contact with other people. The punishment in this case is the fact that they don't get human contact. They don't get love. They don't receive love, man. That's the torture of that supermax. All right. Clara, good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday. So, love and positive relationships provide a sense of security, belonging, and validation, which can reduce feelings of loneliness. Ooh, there's that. And I didn't ask anything for recovery, but here we are at loneliness. Right. What else? There's a lot of things that are love. Hope. Hope is love. Security. Right. Like in grassroots, there's a group of people that talk all the time. The women kind of talk amongst themselves. There's a healing circuit going on there because there's support. Knowing that you can go to that group at any time of the day and say, I need some help, and you're probably going to get it. You might get more help than you anticipate. Right? And I love seeing these other relationships get stronger. I love watching it. I think it's cool. Then what happens? Then I get to be in a part of a little bit, and what is it from? Well, Dion, thanks you for starting the meeting, or we wouldn't have met. Great. If I got to be a little part of it, and see how it came back to me anyway. All right. So belonging and validation. It helps reduce feelings of loneliness, isolation, anxiety, and depression. They can also help regulate stress hormones and foster resilience in navigating difficult emotions. Yeah. Give somebody some space. Just hold space for them, man. That not a lot of people in this world are given space, encouragement. Right? I used to get jealous that people got more than what they got what I thought I should get. Now I love it. I love it. Even if I don't have it. I love watching people get what they deserve on a positive note here. I'm not talking, they're going to get what they deserve because we're alcoholics and we go to the bad side there. But what about the people that deserve what they should get because they did do a good job? Yeah. Right. Then the grassroots meeting was started out of love. Love for who? Love for me. Because I needed a home group. I needed a solid home group. I need it, or I ain't going to make it. So I did it out of love for myself. God helped me do it because it was based on love. The intention was loving other people, teaching other people how to love appropriately, because we alcoholics aren't the best at that. All right. Their physical health benefits. Research suggests that love and strong social support can positively impact physical health in numerous ways. It lowers blood pressure. You're an alcoholic. You know what alcohol does? It affects the heart and raises your blood pressure. Most of us are on blood pressure medicine. I am. You on a metoprolol? That's what I call it. Stronger immune system and faster recovery from illness. You're not going to get sick as often. You won't get sick as often. I hardly ever get sick. grandkids are coming over, and they went to school this week. So yeah, I'm probably going to be sick next week. Better pain management. You don't hurt as much. Love is a pain reducer. Physical pain. We're talking about physical pain. Reduced risk of heart disease and increased longevity. You will live longer with love in your life. Now, it's not necessarily the incoming love as much as it is the outgoing love. Let's refer this back to the St. Francis prayer, right? And St. Francis said, it is better to love than to have been loved. Okay. Now, the thing is when you do unconditional love, it will come back to you. It is the way of things. This is what we call karma. You do good things and good things will happen to you. You do bad things and bad things will happen to you. It happens every time. You can't see it. You ain't got, and I was to say you ain't got no control over it, but you do by having a better attitude. All right. But like with everything, love has got to start within. You can't love other people until you truly, honestly love yourself. Doesn't need to be 100%. It doesn't. It'd be 5%. That's a good start, man. I don't 100% love myself. That would be conceit. I still got changes to make. Sure I do. But in the meantime, it doesn't mean that I don't get to be happy, joyous, and free. Because when I'm happy, joyous, and free, you know what this alcoholic does? He gives away love. And the more I give it away, the more I got. My cup spilleth over with love. Almost always. And it just comes. All right. So, impact on the body. Scientific studies demonstrate that positive interactions and feeling love can trigger the release of the feel-good hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which have a calming effect on the nervous system and can boost the immune system. That even looking at a photo of a loved one can activate brain regions associated with pain control. There's that hug. Yeah. There's that hug. Clara Joyce says, love them first. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Important considerations. All right. Okay. Relationship quality matters. It's important to recognize that the positive effect on health and healing are associated with healthy, supportive relationships. Unhealthy or toxic, I don't like the word toxic. It is not. So let's just say unhealthy relationships. They didn't even need to throw toxic in there. They already have unhealthy. All right. Sorry, I just find it name calling because people are using it for name calling. Unhealthy relationships can actually have detrimental effects on mental and physical health. Sure, if one goes one way, the other one's going to go that way. All right. So be careful on who you hang out with. It is okay to be particular on who you hang out with, on where you align yourself. This is important. It is going to affect your overall health, right? Like I'm going to be having a conversation with the guy yesterday where things kind of went on. I'm not bringing up the name because it doesn't matter right now, but I'm going to talk to him and I might be promoting them. I don't know. And by promoting, I mean reposting their shit. That's not really promoting. Well, sure it is. I have followers, but it doesn't fucking matter what it's called, right? Now, I know when I talked to him, because part of my problem was this. He knew that certain people had committed fraud, but he still worked with them. And I know what I'm going to hear is the lesser of two evils. Which, and my question is going to be which two? What's the other evil? Because it's not there. All right. Well, I needed to, so I did. For me, no. No. If you crossed ethical boundaries, I don't trust that person. Does it mean I don't love them? No, it does not. I don't. Here's the thing. the more you require from other people for love, the less love you will have. So even though they're doing things that I would deem unethical, if they could, the guy called me yesterday, I picked up the phone. One more. I don't care if you hate me. I don't. I mean, if I don't know you, if one of my friends got on here, got mad at me and started hating me, that would affect me. Sure would. Okay. But how you feel about me is not a requirement for my love. What about God's love? Do they deserve God's love? I don't get to make that determination. I don't get to determine worth. I don't even get to determine my own worth. I let God do that part because I will sell myself short or I'll make it bigger than it is. It's just how my brain works. And every time when I let God decide my worth, you know where I end up? In the middle with everybody else. I end up in the herd with everybody else. Right? It's great because when the grassroots meeting, you want to know the number one word I hear when the meeting ends: love. Love you, love you, love you. And we mean it. We mean it. We will give you the shirt off our fucking back if it means it's going to make your day better because we got spare one in the car anyway. All right. We're the kind of people where, because I'm sure you heard the saying, you can either give a man a fish and let him eat for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and they can eat for a lifetime. If they really like fish, that is. I mean, there are other things out there. I'm not big on fish. I take fish oil. Why can't we give a man a fish while teaching him to fish? That's where grassroots is different. That's where AA tends to be a little different. I will give up half my fish now while I'm teaching you how to fish. Then when you catch your first one, I'm going to take half of that too. But now you know how to fish. See, that's love. The other one's an ultimatum. And we cannot deal in ultimatums. Plus, we alcoholics aren't very good with ultimatums anyway. Complementary approaches. While love and connection are powerful, they often are most effective when integrated with other forms of care and support, like therapy, medical treatments, when needed. For us, that's going to be the AA groups. But yeah, I would agree. I don't know that I necessarily feel love from my therapist. Although I think she does like. Yeah, Amber says, imagine hating me while I'm over here helping other people recover. I say it a different way. You can be mad at me all you want, but I'm still going to save your children and grandchildren. You can't stop me. What does Alcoholics Anonymous say about love? Let's find this one out. Alcoholics Anonymous emphasizes love and tolerance as core principles for recovery, suggesting that it is essential for personal growth and maintaining sobriety. AA suggests that love is an action. I love it. Love, I'm loving love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need. It's an action. And we do it all the time in AA. You want a chip? You need a cup of coffee? You need some help? You need this? You need that? We'll get it for you. Let's work on that. Need a ride home? Need a ride to a meeting? Need money for a cup of coffee? And yeah, you want to go for a cup of coffee? Let's go do that. Huh? I'll be your sponsor. Sure, I'm happy to speak. Oh, we got our first speaker meeting this Saturday, don't we? Or do we do the last Saturday? There's 3 more Saturdays in this month. Or it's 6 Saturdays. 5 Saturdays. Dion cannot count. Okay. It's either this Saturday or next. And that's going to end up every Saturday. I'm thinking is probably going to end up a speaker meeting. Those are going to turn out. I'm excited about those. All right. So AA suggests that love is an action, not just a feeling, and involves extending oneself to nurture the spiritual growth of one, self, and others. This involves practicing patience, understanding, and accept, even when differences exist. I am not going to sit here and point out how different you are. You already been set aside enough. Inclusivity. Now, grassroots is a closed meeting, but we always open ourselves up. We have not given one person grief. No. Mm-mm. And they keep coming back too. We had a new person. I can't say that. Never mind. Amber says there's all these videos on Facebook that start with imagine me. Well, imagine that start with imagine getting me while they're doing something good. Yeah. I figured that's where you got it from, but no. Hell, for all I know, you said it first and everybody was copying you. And I'm going to go with that because I love Amber. Oh, Amber. We could do those photo shoot. We could do that photo shoot now. So, I think you said 23rd, 24th. So if you're still open for that, let me know, please, because I need headshots. So, all right. So, love and tolerance is a code. How much time we have? 27 minutes. Oh, that ain't nothing for me. AA encourages members to treat others with love and tolerance, mirroring the love and tolerance principle, says a post from Alcoholics Anonymous. There was no post from Alcoholics Anonymous, I guarantee that. This means accepting people as they are with their flaws and imperfections and recognizing that everyone is on their own journey of recovery. We got to be careful about that. People are saying, well, we're all different and we all have different paths. No, I'm sorry, but no, it's the same path, but we have different experiences. Otherwise, an alcoholic is just going to go do what they want to do. Now, what is one of the biggest things that AA does when a new person walks into the room? We're not looking at their flaw. We're going to accept them for exactly who they are. All the shame, all the blame, all the silly stuff that they've done in their life. We don't care. You're one of us. We're going to bring up our own exploits to let you know you ain't alone in this. You are not alone. And then that person's like, that person just talked about in front of everybody how they did that, and I did that. Maybe I can do it. Love. Meeting others where they are at. That is the biggest form of love AA shows. Forgiveness and self-love. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Forgiving others, even when wronged. It's a hard one. That was the hardest one for me. But they did it. Because I was over here going, well, I got to take responsibility for my actions. Why does that motherfucker not need to? Because he ain't on my side of the street. That's why. Because they are not me, and I need to not live in anger. That's why. Self-love. That is why I forgive other people, because I love me. And then, if I forgive them and they reach out for help, then my brain will not use it as an excuse to say no. It's very important. Is seen as a vital, forgiving others, even when wrong, is seen as vital for spiritual progress and is an act of love, according to Alcoholics Anonymous. AA also stresses the importance of self-love and self-acceptance, and it makes loving others easier and contribute to overall happiness and recovery. Love as service, our service work. Our service work. Me, I like how that started. Me. I was just warming up. Me, fa, sol, la, do. I'm kidding. I started out with me. All right. I don't have much money, so I don't really put into the plate, which really has nothing to do with love. That's just, but in a form it is, because you're saying, hey, this is worth that much and I want to see it keep going. So it kind of is, right? What am I doing right now? I'm doing service work out of love. I had to spend money to do this. So I spent money to come on here to let everybody know how much I love them. We do it all the time. We use money all the time to express love. But what it does is the money creates the action. And it's the action. I take, you know, this was a few months ago, and they brought it up. So there was I had somebody I was working with, didn't hear from them, something was going on. So I grabbed my other sponsee and we went and showed up at their house. And they didn't even answer in the beginning, but I knew they were there. And I kept pounding on that door. They're back. Because we showed a little love. That hour and a half of my time and the other person with me was worth every fucking second. If it means I can help them get back to their children, to reinstate their lives, just because I wanted to come over and say, hey, just because you had a slip doesn't mean we are gone. We still love you. You can't get rid of us that fucking easy. Love is seen as a driving force behind service to others, a key aspect in AA groups. This includes helping newcomers, offering support, and actively participating in the AA community. Now, I know we do a lot of service work, but I'm going to challenge some of you Zoom people to start taking on positions that are outside of the group. CPC, PI, which is professional. No, it's IP. No, it's PI. Hospitals, GSRs, CPC. There's a bunch of them out there, and I challenge you to kind of look for those things depending on who you are. All right, love and unity. The love and companionship found within AA meetings are seen as crucial for building unity and support among members. This love fosters a sense of belonging and shared purpose, helping individuals stay sober and connected. I'm going to tell you something. I didn't feel loved until I got to AA. Now, there were other people out there that were also in the program, but it wasn't until that Dion admitted that he was a member of Alcoholics Anonymous that the love and unity started. And what was weird is they loved me for all of me. That was a weird concept because I had never gotten that until I got to AA. And even now, sometimes I don't always do the best, but my friends still love me for who I am because they know my true intentions. They know that I really I'm 54, I'm feeling my age, and now all I want to do is just give away everything that I've ever learned, and I've learned a lot. Well, I don't want an obituary where, yeah, Dion fucking hated everybody and he died of drunk. No thanks. All right. So walking into the room for the first time and being loved for who I was, well, gosh, that set a good standard for me, didn't it? That set a good standard for me. So how did I learn love? By the actions of others in the program. All right. Love versus fear. AA suggests that fear can be a major obstacle to recover, while love helps overcome fear and promotes courage. That is not what they say in it. Anyway, but there is. I'll get to it. Okay. By practicing love and tolerance, individuals can move away from a place of fear and judgment and towards a place of understanding and compassion. Even though I asked about AA, there's one thing they have not brought up. There's one thing they haven't brought up. God. Again, where's God in all this? Not one God word. All right. So, overcoming fear. is done with courage. That's the opposite. It is God's love that gives you courage. And the way you get that is by putting your trust in your higher power. It's a love language. Use your higher power's love language. My higher power's love language is trust. And the more I trust them, the more I seem to get. Now, that doesn't mean he loves me more or less than you or anybody else. That's not how that works. No, we are all loved equally by God. I believe that. Why do I believe it? Because I got 4 kids and 5 grandchildren. And I love them all equally. I may love them in different ways, but that is because they are different people. All right, one more. One more, we'll finish this up. Love as an action. AA emphasizes that love is not just a feeling, but an action. We actually already covered this, but okay, we'll do it again. An active choice to extend oneself for the well-being of others. This involves actively showing kindness, compassion, and support. Now, kindness, okay, not nice. Nice means I'm going to let you walk over me. Kindness means that I'm going to do everything that I can to help you, but I have enough boundaries that but I have strong boundaries. Social Security Administration. That's kind of weird. What's that about? Your submission has been updated. You can check your status of your. Oh, what? Oh, I think they're just reminding me to finish up my paperwork for disability. All right. Well, that is love, and I loved doing it. I hope that helped, made your day better. Let you know that, because we alcoholics are told a lot of things of what we are, but I can tell you now, I've never met people with more full hearts than alcoholics. I haven't. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.